Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Curse of Oak Island finally finds more gold at Money Pit. The Curse of Oak Island often has the team find various items around the island, but the main goal is to find gold. Exactly that happened this week on the hit History Channel show. Here is what the team found and what this means for the Money Pit on Oak Island. Where was gold found on Curse of Oak Island? The team has been working around the Money Pit extensively lately, and this week, they'd finally hit gold, literally. In the episode, they were digging around and suddenly stopped when they found a gold coin dating back to the 18th century. Marty Lagina was in the digger working on excavating more of the Money Pit when Gary Drayton yelled out for everyone to stop because he had found a gold coin. Gary, the metal detection expert, was looking at the coin, and the team had to figure out if it was a gold coin or possibly a gold button. Rick Lagina quickly moved over to look at the gold coin. Charles Barkhouse let the team know there is wording around the outside of the gold coin. Rick took it and rolled it over in his hands and admitted he wasn't able to see it very well with his eyesight. The Curse of Oak Island team added some water to it. Marty came down and grabbed the coin to look at it. Rick tried to get it back, but Marty wouldn't give it up, saying he could read it. He then saw the words a little clearer and said he thought it said, plated. Gary said if it says plated, it might be a button. Gary said that in the 1700s and 1800s, officers in the Army and Navy would wear nice gold-plated buttons. He then added that if it is a button, it is a cuff button. The narrator then suggested this could be further evidence of British military activity on Oak Island before the 1795 discovery of the Money Pit. What is going on at the Money Pit on Oak Island? Earlier in the year, the team was searching an area of the island once owned by a former American slave named Samuel Ball. At that time, the team found several 19th century British coins, buttons, and artifacts. At the time, Marty and Rick felt they were zeroing in on something big that happened there in the mid-1700s. Fred Nolan believed the Money Pit was engineered by a disciplined group of individuals. Rick said the military was the only group that could do something that big at that time, and this gold coin or button could validate that. Marty said that means this could be the most important thing they ever found in the Money Pit. The early morning mist clung to the island like a veil of secrecy, refusing to part as the team arrived at the Money Pit. Rick and Marty Lagina, seasoned treasure hunters now, exchanged knowing glances. They had spent years chasing the elusive treasure that legends promised lay buried beneath the island's ancient soil. Today felt different. There was a certain electricity in the air, a tingling sensation that passed through the crew as they prepared to dig. For centuries, the Money Pit had been both a beacon of hope and a graveyard of dreams. Countless treasure hunters had come and gone, their ambitions swallowed by the island's mysterious depths. The Laginas knew all too well the risks involved, but they also knew they were closer than ever. Their research had led them to this moment, the exact spot where they believed more gold lay hidden, waiting to be discovered. The rumble of machinery broke the silence as the heavy drilling equipment began its descent into the earth. Dirt and rocks churned upward, and with each passing minute, the anticipation grew. The Laginas stood by the edge of the pit, their eyes scanning the horizon as if the ghosts of the past were watching, eager to see if their secrets would finally be unearthed. The team had made significant strides over the years, uncovering artifacts and clues that only deepened the mystery of Oak Island. They had found centuries-old coins, strange carvings, and even fragments of gold. But today was different. Today they were not looking for fragments or clues. They were looking for the mother lode. Craig Tester, the team's seasoned engineer, monitored the machinery's progress with sharp eyes. "We're almost at the target depth," he announced, his voice steady despite the tension that hung in the air. Rick felt his heart quicken. He glanced at Marty, who gave him a nod of silent encouragement. This was it. All the years of effort, the hours spent poring over maps and historical documents, the relentless determination, it all led to this moment. Suddenly, the drill hit something. It wasn't the usual rock or debris they had grown accustomed to. There was a different sound, a hollow thud that sent a ripple of excitement through the team. "Hold it," Craig called out, halting the machinery. He peered into the pit, his expression hard to read. "We've hit something solid." The team gathered around, their breaths held in unison as they waited for the next move. A camera on a long cable was lowered into the pit, its lens capturing the murky depths below. For a few tense moments, the screen showed nothing but dirt and rock, the same as it had 100 times before. And then something glinted in the darkness. "Zoom in," Marty whispered, leaning closer to the screen. The camera adjusted, and there, half buried in the mud, was the unmistakable gleam of gold. A collective gasp erupted from the team. Rick felt his legs go weak with excitement. After years of digging, researching, and hoping, they had finally found it. Gold. Real, solid gold. The camera hovered over the object, revealing more of its shape. It wasn't just a single coin or a small artifact. This was larger, more substantial. As the image cleared, the outline of a chest began to take form. Its ancient wood was rotted and waterlogged, but the metal hinges and decorative inlays still sparkled faintly beneath the grime of centuries. "It's a chest," Marty breathed, his eyes wide with disbelief. A treasure chest. The excitement was palpable now. The crew scrambled into action, carefully planning the next steps to retrieve the chest without damaging its fragile contents. Every movement was deliberate, every word spoken in hushed tones as if afraid that speaking too loudly might cause the treasure to vanish into thin air. It took hours to extract the chest from the pit, and by the time they had it above ground, the sun was beginning to dip toward the horizon, casting long shadows across the island. The wooden box was covered in layers of muck and mud, but the sight of it was enough to send shivers down Rick's spine. "This is it," he murmured. "This is what we've been searching for." With trembling hands, the team carefully cleaned the chest, revealing intricate carvings that hinted at its age and origins. The gold inlay was unmistakable, shimmering under the fading light like a beacon of victory, but it wasn't until they pried open the rusted lock that the full magnitude of their discovery became clear. Inside the chest, nestled among rotted cloth and crumbling wood, were dozens of gold coins, each one emblazoned with symbols and designs that no one had ever seen before. There were gold ingots, some marked with strange symbols that suggested a connection to ancient civilizations, and at the bottom of the chest, half hidden beneath the treasure, was a small, intricately carved box. "What's this?" Alex Legina asked, reaching for the box. Carefully they opened it, revealing a folded piece of parchment inside. The paper was brittle with age, but the ink was still legible. It appeared to be a map, though not of Oak Island. The markings were strange, almost otherworldly, and the symbols mirrored those etched into the coins and gold ingots. "This isn't just a treasure," Rick said softly, his voice filled with awe. "It's a piece of history, something bigger than we ever imagined." The discovery of gold at the money pit was monumental, but it was clear that it was only the beginning. The treasure they had uncovered wasn't just gold and riches. It was a key to an even deeper mystery, one that reached far beyond the shores of Oak Island. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the island in twilight, the team stood in awe of their discovery. They had found the gold they had sought for so long, but the real treasure was the knowledge that there was more to uncover. More secrets, more mysteries, and perhaps even more gold. But one thing was certain, the curse of Oak Island was far from over. The island still held its secrets, and the Lagines were determined to unravel them, one discovery at a time.